Hey, good morning from the office. 8:01 here, 67 degrees, Ellijay, Georgia. Good morning from the office. I am your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10. Now, we always have a special show on Friday. Right now, our Friday show is outdoors in Blue Ridge at 8 o'clock. And we have that great lineup every Friday morning. We take the show outside, and at about 8:05, we have Ask the Doc with Dr. William Whaley. And then we have the All-Star Political Panel, where a group of us get together and debate the weak issues that the liberal media try to sell the American public. And then we have our North Georgia Senior Living with Jesse Barton from Cameron Hall, Community Relations Director, and we always round out our Friday show with the Pet of the Week from the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. But Monday through Friday, we're right here 8 to 10. Josh, let them know how they can contact the show. There you go. Hey, it's a live show. You can text me right here. I will get that text from you, 706-889-9700. You can email. That's also our 24-hour news tip line there, and all the social media ways you can follow us right there on the screen. So if you are watching what we identify as the National Liberal Democrat Advocates Networks, yes, they are liberal Democrat advocate networks, period. As simple as can be. If you're riding down the road, I'm going to start Monday like this in case you're new to the show, because we've had a lot of sports viewers over the week, and maybe they wanted to tune in this morning. I study the media. That's what I do. I start every morning at 4 a.m. looking at what direction CNN, MSNBC, and even Fixed News, Fox, which I like Fox News. I like a lot of the people on there, but do not think that Fox is not playing their role. If you completely just sit there and watch Fox 24/7, they are playing their manipulative role in everything going on with the deep state media. That's what I call it. National Liberal Democrat Advocacy Groups. But if you're listening, when I do that every morning because I want to see the direction that they plan to manipulate you, the American people, that day. They are set to manipulate the information you get and keep you from receiving the facts you should be hearing. Okay? It's bottom line. That's what they do. They take every single thing your President of the United States does, they tear it down, and if it's a positive within his administration, you don't hear about it. Well, somebody will say, well, they reported that the other day. You get a blurb, okay? And then they chop up everything and they farm it out to your local radio stations and even your news outlets. They have contracts. So if you're listening to the radio and you're, headed down, 75 and you're listening to, top pop music of the day, whatever it is, and you're just jamming down through there and it's top of the hour and your radio station plays that 3-minute news clip that forces you to hear something concerning some information throughout the course of the day, they clip up and push into you all the negatives about the Trump administration or manipulative information, never giving you facts. Okay? That being said, there's not a network out there. Now, there's conservative news groups, okay? There's conservative websites, but there's not a network, including Fox, that's not chopping up and running all weekend long, all day today, the little short claymation guy, George Stephanopoulos. Now, George Stephanopoulos, the little short guy, give me, see, I had it here just a second. Won't take but a second, Josh. I had it ready. Just give me number 4, okay? Now, this guy right here, the little guy with glasses there, he's in the Oval Office with the President of the United States. And that happens to be George Stephanopoulos. He, former White House communications director, a professional at spinning Bill Clinton's nonsense and Hillary, okay, for a long time. So take the picture of that backdrop. There's MSNBC. They're all CNN, MSNBC, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fixed News, Fox. They're all running with this. Now this guy knows that Oval Office, so he's not nervous there. This guy has stood next to the desk of the President of the United States many times, so he was ready there. He's a wise guy, as the President called him, a wise guy. He knows how he is. And the President of the United States gives him an interview. Okay, now some on the right are wondering why. But once again, the genius that the President of the United States is, and that's my opinion, I think the guy is absolutely brilliant. He plays Stephanopoulos for all it is worth. Their heads are spinning off today. But this guy right here, George Stephanopoulos, an American television host, really is from the Clinton machine, all right, and was in the Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton administration, because we all know Bill got to play, he had play dates, okay? Bottom line. Bill Clinton, the President of the United States, had play dates. Hillary would set him up with bimbo play dates, as she was, behind the scenes, pulling some strings, as maybe the President of the United States. Remember Hillary Care? When you hear health care for all, don't forget Hillary Care, okay? That was the first move. They're not finished. So anyhow, that is what you're hearing all day long, is George Stephanopoulos and his interview with the President. I would take the information from a foreign government. They've gone nuts. But what they're doing today is they're working as hard as they can to try to convince you the President of the United States does not have a chance, a snowball's chance in hell. Well, you must have lost your damn mind if you think you could beat Joe Biden. Give me number 3, and this is a Fox News poll. Now, this is where I want you to, I want to tell you, if you don't think Fox is participating, why MSNBC, which Fox has all the ratings, and CNN, why would they want a Fox News poll? CNN, the most trusted name in news. Really? Nosedive, crash. MSNBC, nosedive, crash. Ratings in the tank. So here's what we'll do, is we'll have Fox do this poll, and then we will highlight it, and we'll say, hey, if you don't trust us, it came from Fox. And then the Fox viewers are nervous, okay? You got my mom and dad, their nerves are shot. And I'm serious. Now, I called my dad yesterday morning, spent about 40 minutes on the phone. We talked about a little bit of everything, right? But my mom and dad, they're great people, but they will sit there and turn on Fox News in the morning, and that damn channel won't go off till 10 o'clock at night. It just plays. I'm like, what the hell, right? Great people. So don't get mad at me, but how many of you, mom and dad, they're retired, get up, boom, Fox News. And then Ducey and Kill Me and the little cute blonde are, doing a cooking show and whatever. And then the next thing you know, and I like a lot of the people on there. I don't want to get stuck on this. I like Tucker. I like Laura Ingraham. I like Sean. But the point is, they never turn it off. So you have those Americans that get up in the morning and they're like, oh my God, Fox News even says it. My nerves are shot. They are trying to lead you to believe this morning, every single network you turn on, that Donald Trump doesn't stand a snowball's chance. Now, look at that, Biden beating him by 10 points. Once again, folks, please stop and think about it. They want to convince me and you that America wants this 76-year-old crusty old white dude, doesn't even have his own teeth, his own hair. Well, look at Trump. That's not his hair or teeth. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But this guy right here, I mean, can we get a president that's not putting his teeth in a jar at night? I know that was wrong, right? So anyhow, there's Joe. Now here's the one I love, is they want you to believe out there that the black community in these cities just absolutely can't wait to go pull the lever for this crusty old white guy. He can't even talk. He can't do 28 minutes. Can't do 28 minutes. The corruption with him. Now, I've said this over and over. We'll get into it in a little bit. But every time the media yells something very loud, they're hiding something they don't want you to know. That simple. Every time you get up and you check the narrative of the day, whatever they're yelling the loudest, the media, NBC, MSNBC, CNN, okay, whatever they're yelling the loudest, write that down, the common theme, okay? And go for the opposite. Now, today they're yelling the loudest that there's no way Trump can beat in this new Fox poll. There's no way he could beat Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren's even winning, Carmel Apple, Kamala Harris is winning, and even Mayor Pete, Gomer Pyle, USMC, Mayor Pete Buttigieg would win. So what does that mean? Means that President Trump will win in a landslide. And President Trump will have the coattails to bring the Republicans into the House of Representatives. The only way he will not, there's a couple things that somebody could do. There could be some real dumbass moments. Sorry to use the language already, but, a couple things. Somebody could do something really dumb, okay? Sorry. But only if they collapse the economy. If they don't collapse the economy, this guy wins in a landslide. Here's what we need to do. We need to work very hard to get him back in, all right? And the second thing we need to do is make sure the Republicans that go in with him for the House of Representatives is the right group. To upset some out there, that's not Kevin McCarthy. I'm telling you now, that group has to go. Anybody that was tied to Paul Ryan, anybody that was in the chain of hierarchy in the Republican Party on the House with Paul Ryan has to go. Period. President could do that. Now, let me say this. There's a couple differences. I want to fly through a couple here. Like I said, MSNBC, 4 a.m. Central Time, 5 a.m. Number one, right out of the box. Okay? Number one, Biden is up 17 points in Virginia. Now, why is that the top on that Trump campaign internal polling? So now we switch from Fox to internal pollings. George Stephanopoulos uncovered it. Oh my God, Trump has internal pollings. He fired the pollsters. Boom, boom, boom. Trump fires his own pollsters. Fires them. Gets rid of them. Remember back when the old king days, right? Am I right? The old king and queen, back before we had TV, radio. What was it called? The court jester? Is that the guy, Josh, that came in and told the jokes? Right? Yeah. So this is what they want to make it look like. Stay with me. So at that time, the king and the queen, they would have, they would eat their dinner, and then 3 people died from food poisoning. King had his food tasters to see who died. So they would eat the feast. Then they would go in to the big area at 8 o'clock at night. We'll call it prime time, right? Prime time with the king and queen. So they would go in there at 8 o'clock at night, and they would be entertainers come through, right? And then you have the guy that's supposed to do the comedy routine. He comes in and he blows it, right? And the king, you're a nervous wreck doing any of your routines in front of the king, because your next stop, your next gig could be the guillotine, right? That could be, you're not playing tomorrow night. Your name comes off the marquee because the king didn't like it, the queen didn't laugh. Heads off. They roll. Heads are going to roll, right? This is what they want you to believe, that Trump is that kind of guy. Oh, my pollster, you told me something I didn't like. Off with his head. Don't come in here. You only come in here and tell me things I like. So internal polling, they want you to believe. And the pollster was fired because Trump sit there and got bad news. Bad news. That's what they want you to believe today. Remember what I said. Every single thing they are yelling this loud about, look for the opposite. Now, why is Virginia the top state? The top state on this list? Because Republicans will flip Virginia if they stay focused and they run a good campaign. They will flip Virginia. Virginia is in trouble. Virginia has been a blue state, turned blue, not purple. Barack took it twice. Didn't Hillary win it? Yeah, right? Because in the 8 years that Barack was there and we had all the shovel-ready jobs and the billions of dollars, he grew Washington, D.C. enormous. The government grew. Now, they talk about the debt. We will talk about the debt. I get it, okay? But nobody talks in the media about the enormous growth in this behemoth government that we have. All of these agencies. Why do you think they're trying to bring Trump down? Why do you think there's a coup? Because go look up, take a little time for yourself, go look up how many people work for the Department of Justice, the State Department, the Department of Education, the FBI, the Department of this, the Department of that. Go look. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands. Now, yes, many of them are dispatched all the way across the country. But Barack Hussein Obama and the Democrats for 8 years blew up D.C. I mean, now you go 2 hours out of D.C. and you can find all day long in Virginia, the suburbs, you can find these subdivisions of 200 houses that the lowest price is $350,000 to $500,000. And guess what? You go down that little street and all the kids are playing together and the moms are having, tea parties in the afternoon. Guess what? Dad, mom, they're coming in. Who do they work for? Oh, that house, he works for the CIA. That house, FBI. That house, State Department. Go look. They turned the top of Virginia blue, totally blue, government dependent. Don't think in inner city. When you think government dependence, don't think inner city and poor people are government dependent. Think about what a behemoth this government is. So Virginia is on top of the list there. That Biden would win by 17 points. Holy mackerel, you know that's bull. That's flat out garbage. Virginia will flip, and I'll tell you why after these messages. I'm your host, BKP. Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
It's always Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. And with our maximum discount guarantee, nobody else comes close. Now save up to $11,000 off Silverado crew cabs, or choose 0% financing for 72 months, or save up to $7,000 off Colorado crew cabs. The new truck selection is huge, and the discounts are unbeatable at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where it's always Truck Month.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. 69 degrees here in Ellijay, Georgia, 8:29 in the morning. Josh, let's tell everybody how they can contact the show. There you go, 706-889-9700, chief@fetchernews.com. And there's the social media ways you can follow us. Couple quick shout-outs. Now, you know your host. Maybe you do. We're actually broadcasting Dizzy Dean Division 6 playoffs there in White County Park and Rec. That park is amazing. Big shout out to Joe and the entire staff. But I know, and I say this somewhat truthfully, but our staff does, and the entire staff at Team FYN Sports, they do an amazing job at these baseball tournaments. But I know behind my back, jokingly, they probably all get together, there's about 5 of them, and try to hide any upcoming baseball tournaments from me so that I will not find them. And I say that, and all, just joking around, because it's like, they're like, oh my, because I get intense. Have you picked that up? I get intense, and they're like, oh, we can't deal with him. Please, no more base. We did 2. That's enough. Hey, Josh, I was thinking about doing states down in Canton. That's a joke. That was a joke. Maybe a bad joke. Josh is like, I can't see him in there. Anyhow, we'll be up there tonight, our final game, championship, I want to give a quick shout out to Robert Hamrick. Robert is the IT director over for White County. The new park, they have not gotten the internet set up yet to where we could do live broadcasting. So Robert made it available to us with fiber, so it would be very fast over at their county building, the White County Commissioners building there. Robert made it to where when the games are done, we go over there and maybe 15 tops, 20 minutes after a game's over, it's online for you to watch it anywhere in the world. So a big shout out to him. I want to say hello to Peggy and Bert, Bob Burt, over in Cleveland, Georgia. I met them Saturday afternoon at the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill, okay, in Cleveland, Georgia, and I was leaving the ball game. I stopped down there, grabbed a burger and an ice cream, and I'm sitting there, and I was explaining to Josh the way the booths are built back to back. There's an opening there, and realistically, if you're sitting there and somebody sits in the booth on the other side, and they're having a conversation, no matter how hard you try, you're going to hear it. So I'm sitting there, and I think Bob and Peggy were talking about the Electoral College and popular vote, and I'm sitting there and I'm saying to myself, don't say anything, don't say anything, leave them alone, go rest, don't say anything. So I cleaned up my tray, I put it away, and I looked at them and I said, I didn't build the Dairy Queen. I didn't build it. So it's not my fault I was able to hear everything you said. Can I make a comment? Next thing I know, I think Bob, Peggy, and myself, I think we sit there for 40 minutes together. I really enjoyed meeting them. So big shout out. Enjoyed those great people over at Cleveland, Georgia. All right, now moving right along, okay? Now what did I tell you, okay? The media wants to lead you to believe today that internal polling, not to be too redundant and go backward, but anything, the narrative of the day from the National Liberal Democrat Advocate Networks, ABC, CBS, NBC, MSNBC, CNN, and so on, anything of the day that they are running, you got to look for the opposite. Whatever they're yelling the loudest, you got to look for the opposite. Okay? Now, did anyone here, and I will say you did out there because you pay attention, the president's comments concerning Healthcare Friday? No. I know what you're saying. Well, they reported it. No. You see, Democrats are going to go out there and yell healthcare, pre-existing conditions, and Republicans want to kill Granny, and they want to kick you off your insurance. But they won't run Donald Trump, President of the United States, comments last Friday. Small business is the engine that turns this country still today. Now, I know we can get into the behemoth corporates like Amazon and Facebook and some of these. We can get into those behemoths later. But right now, my core is small business in America, business owners that employ 100 or less in this country are the backbone. And you continue to say, Democrats continue to say, they're out there to help the little guy, the working man, right? Man and woman, all right? They're really out there to help you. If they were, they would take the barriers out of the way for small business to be able to help you with your insurance cost as employees. But what happens if they do that? What happens if you're an employee and you're happy? What happens? There's no room for their socialist, one-payer healthcare system if you become happy tomorrow with your health care and your employer has the barriers out of the way to be able to help provide it. Well, that kills everything they're going for. Last but not least, the end all, socialist America, your health care. So let's move, and socialist America telling employers what they have to give you. Now, pay you. Now, that being said, okay, minimum wage. Living wage. Don't you get tired of hearing that? Not one individual at fetchyournews.com is on minimum wage. Not one. Most small business owners don't pay minimum wage. We'll get past that in a minute. I don't want to get stuck there. So, let's go back, Josh, to what we were talking about, number one. All right? So what they want you to believe, now tomorrow night, the president kicks off his campaign in Orlando. And there's some big differences starting tomorrow night that we're going to talk about. And this is why Democrats are nervous, because the true polling says that President Trump will win in a landslide. Virginia, they want you to believe Biden would win by 17. No. Ralph Northam, the governor of Virginia, it doesn't matter if you're pro-choice, pro-life, he actually has a recording. He is a Democrat. There's a recording that they can't get away from that says they will actually deliver a live baby and then make a decision on whether to kill the baby, which is infanticide. That's in recording. They would actually, he advocates delivering a child, right? Then you have Governor Ralph Northam wearing blackface, or he's the grand wizard of the KKK in his medical yearbook, which they deny, but it's on his page. So he has that. Then you have the Attorney General, okay, of the Attorney General of the state of Virginia, wearing blackface, doing rap music, okay? And then you have the Lieutenant Governor, Lord Chokum Fairfax, Justin Fairfax, Lieutenant Governor, that has 2 women that the state has done nothing about, accusations of rape and forced physical, unsolicited physical contact, however you want to put it. And the one lady said he pushed her down. That's why I call him Lord Chokum Fairfax. Okay? They have that against them. But yet they want to lie to you and say Virginia's up 17 points. No, it's not. Now, here's the other one. Let me make a prediction. We'll get past this. Maine, they have at 15. All right, already. Minnesota at 14. Don't you find it interesting they only have Minnesota 14, but Virginia 17? That's why Virginia's top, because they know it's going to flip. Minnesota, you take the time. I don't have the time to bring it to you. Minnesota was just that close. A cat whisker, whatever you want to call it, for going with Trump in the first election, 2016. They know he will flip Minnesota. North Carolina, not worried about. Iowa, they want you to believe that the farmers are all against Trump out there, not too worried about it. Georgia, where you and I live, if we're locals, they want you to believe that, Biden's up 6. Sorry about that. I've been announcing baseball. Ohio, he's up 1. Trump is only up 2 in Texas. So according to the media that wants you to believe that Trump's collapsing internally, okay? Number 2, NBC News, okay. Trump campaign cutting ties with pollster after internal numbers are leaked. Leaked. Off with their heads. In Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Florida, Michigan, 4 states where Trump edged Democrat nominee Hillary Clinton by narrow margins that proved decisive in his victory. Trump trails Biden by double digits. Who is selling this crusty old white guy? What marketing team is making Biden look fresh? Holy smokes. In 3 of those states, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Florida, Biden's leads sit outside the polls' margin of error. Now, last week we talked about this. This week we're talking about it. And they are pushing down, tampering down, trying to kill or put a squash on any kind of excitement tomorrow night for the re-election campaign kickoff. That's what they're trying to do. They're doing everything. Trump doesn't stand a chance. We already went over this. Let's go with number 3. As you can see, everybody beats the president in this poll. And let me go over it. Let me get this one. I'd just like to, if you're new to the show, I will take several clips. You may not be able to see it, but there's a timestamp down in the corner of these just to show you that these networks are nonstop. They just keep talking about this and pushing it. Number 6, Trump trails several 2020 Democrat candidates there. Let me get to, I will get to Pompeo in a minute. This is the same one you're going to say, but different timestamp, number 11. If you were taking the time to look at the timestamp down on the bottom, okay. Now here's what they want you to believe, number 14. They want you to believe now Trump campaign zeroes in on new threat Elizabeth Warren. Okay. They're revitalizing her. You do know these are corporate businesses. These liberal advocates, Democrat advocates, are corporate businesses. They have to have ratings. They have to have noise. They have to have colors, lights. Things have to be flashing. Bells and whistles have to be going off. So every day they're going to create a new concern for the president in this campaign just to keep the bells and whistles ringing for you. Pavlov's dog. I'm sorry, maybe that wasn't nice, okay? Let's move on. We'll talk about that in a minute. So here's number 19, Joe and Minka riding the slippy slide as fast in the hell as they can get there. Yes, I do not like these people, okay? I say every time I see their picture, I think they're on a slippy slide as fast in the hell as they can get there. Trump campaign cutting ties with pollster after internal numbers are leaked. Now look, that's at 4:01. I forget 4:01 meaning at 6 o'clock. These two corrupt individuals come on. Trump haters hate the country. That's the way I look at these people when I listen to them. Let me tell you something. What do they say? A broken clock is right 2 times a day. These people can't even say one kind word about the President of the United States. So Trump campaign, 6 o'clock in the morning, their first segment out of the box. Trump campaign cutting ties with pollsters after internal numbers are leaked. I'm going to get to this in a minute. Let me go by this. We are going to get to Iran, last hour of the day. Hang tight, hang tight. Here's one I want to throw in with the campaign. I want to do this segment by itself. I think I'll leave it by itself. Okay? No. I want to stay on this because we're talking about the re-election. Let me go to 32. I went to Fox this morning. I go to all networks in the morning. All networks. You can see this is 1:07 a.m. Pacific time, so I think this is like 4:07 in the morning. Okay? Eastern Standard Time. This is Fox Fixed News. They're all on this together right now. 2020 vote for president of if voting now, Joe Biden, right? President trails 5 Dems in hypothetical matchup. See, I'm just showing you, this is what all we were getting, okay? Number 33, if you look at the bottom of it, okay? Fox News, Biden maintains strong lead. I mean a strong lead. It's a joke, okay? Number 34, 2020 Democrat nominees, preference among Democrat primary voters. And Fox has their poll up with Biden at 32, and then it drops down to 13. What a corrupt if I was a Democrat, I would look at this poll, and I would see Biden at 32, and I would replace that name with Clinton or anyone else, and then look at Sanders and the rest of them. Nothing has changed over there for the Democrats, nothing at all. And you got a guy like Joe Biden, one of the most corrupt senators that ever served, corrupt vice presidents of the United States, most corrupt. You see, they cannot take direct campaign contributions anymore. So they set up these phony corporations, and they put their kids in the phony corporations, and then these foreign governments put money offshore in these foreign corporations for their kids. And it's unreported. But then they want to talk about Donald Trump. That's why they're yelling Donald Trump and foreign information. Oh my God, he would take foreign information. The integrity, our elections, our democracy is at stake. The whole time that they got offshore accounts. China puts offshore accounts, they put offshore accounts in the same country. Then China loads up their offshore account in a phony corporation, and their kids are in there. They're going after the Trump kids. That's what they yell the loudest. So guess what? They don't want you to find Biden's kid. Right? They're going after Trump would talk to somebody about foreign information. Oh my God, they don't want you to know how much money China has pumped into Joe Biden's the most corrupt. If Biden's campaign, Joe Biden's campaign slogan should be, bring corruption back 2020. Bring corruption back to the White House in 2020. Yes, Barack Obama, very corrupt, okay? Number 36, this lady just could not contain herself. At 5 a.m. this morning, the first thing she wanted to say is Trump campaigning cutting ties with pollster after internal numbers leaked. What I try to show you is it's all day long. Number 37, Trump campaign cutting ties with pollster after internal numbers leaked. And I'll just throw this in the mix. Number 39, Nancy Pelosi, somebody stood her up. That's at a wax museum, and the voice goes behind her. But Nancy Pelosi speaking to the media right before she was to jump on a fire truck with her outfit. Okay. Number 40, new headlines. New headlines. And number 42, CNN at 4 a.m. campaign kickoff. Right? It's like football. Are you ready for some football? And let's go to 44. I want to go to this real quick. Here is Dave Briggs. This is a liberal whack job. Do you remember when he was on? See, Allison Camerata was on Fox. And they dumped her keister. And here you go, Dave Briggs was on Fox. He was on Fox. He was like in the 6 a.m. hour for Fox. He is so freaking liberal, they kicked his keister. He couldn't wait to get to CNN. What's he like to say, 403? Leaked results show president trailing Dems in key state. Trump campaign fires pollster. All right. And here is 47 with CNN. Developing story. What's so developing? Trump campaign fires pollster. And here is 48. They're all in love with George. Little Georgie. Little Georgie Porgy pudding and pie. Interviewed Trump and now just cannot stop lying. I know nothing like that went together, but what the hell? Trump campaign fires pollster. They're loving it. Okay? And folks, Pepto-Bismol. This is what Pepto-Bismol looks like. Number 52. Oh my God. Donna Brazil, former DNC chair, number 51. Really? Wow, that was rough. So, we've gone over the narrative of the day. Pollsters fired. Trump can't win. Campaign kickoff. I'm going to take a short break, not as long, a short break. And when we come back, I'm going to explain the difference of the kickoff of that. And then we're going to get into what happened Friday that the media will not talk about. We're going to do some positive news from the president. Okay? Take us a break.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, folks, I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. Josh, let's tell everybody how you can contact the show. All right. Right there is our phone number, and that's our email address and the social media way you can follow us. 71 degrees right there in LJ, Georgia. Now, we're talking about the media's manipulation. I call them the media. I don't even like to call them journalists. I'm serious. Or media. Let's just go with number 3. I like to call them the National Liberal Democrat Advocate Group, all right, that are putting up that the President of the United States doesn't stand a snowball in you know where at any kind of re-election. No second term for you, period. All right? Now, the stage is set, and here's the difference. I'm going to tell you this, and we're going to get out of this subject because we're going to move on to some other things. The stage is set, so on one night, they're doing this is a 2-night event. Okay? 2-night event. All right? So number 55, and I'm going to see if I can identify, and I can't. Actually, I can't. Number 55. I'm like a pollster. I mean, I'm like being polled. Can you identify? So on night 1, looks like we got Biden, Sanders, Buttigieg, Swarwell, Kirsten, I will do anything for a campaign contribution, Carmel Apple, Kamala Harris. This is night 1, okay? So what's the game plan here? Because there's a game plan to jockey and do some positioning. This is number 1. Now the second night is 56, okay? Got the congressman from Ohio. You got Francis O'Rourke. You got, what's his name? De Blasio up there in New York. You got Klobuchar up there in Minnesota. You got Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren, Castro. You got that crazy guy from Washington State. I forget it. Inslee, is that his name? And then you got the black guy. The only black guy in the group. He gets no respect at all. I'm serious. Now, I think Cory Booker is out there so far in left field without a glove, it's not even funny. All right? But at the same time, only African American. Now, wait, go back. Okay? Let me double check. Let's go to 55. There's nothing. What a diverse group, right? There you go. Let's see. Top, white guy, white guy, white guy, white woman. A lady that is not African American that wants to lie to you. Second row, bottom left, white guy, white guy, white guy, white woman. An Asian fella. Wait a minute. Old white guy, old white guy. Old white guy, old white guy. It's like a song. Let's go to 56. Top left. White guy, white guy, white guy, white guy. Shoot, from Hawaii, whatever. And then let's go to the bottom. Let's back away from the left. White guy, Hispanic, Castro, white woman, white woman. Only brother in the group. Bottom corner. Only African American, soul brother, whatever you want to call him, Cory the Man Booker from Newark, New Jersey. He used to be the mayor. Shovel old ladies' driveways just to help them get out so they can get the paper. That's the only black, no respect for the brother. All right? So here's the 2 nights for the Democrats, okay? And let me give you the new headlines, number 57. Here's the new headlines. We'll put them up because ABC wants you to know what the new headlines are. President Trump, George Stephanopoulos. Here's the headlines, folks. I just showed you the list of contenders for the Democrat Party, okay? They are a nervous wreck. Did you look at them? Nobody stands a chance. Nobody. Here is the difference. Tomorrow night, the President of the United States will kick off his campaign, his new campaign for 2020. Tomorrow night, he will have a unified Republican Party. Okay? Now, what do I mean by that? Because it is about this time in the last election, that's what the Republican landscape looked like. We had Carly Fiorina, we had Jeb Bush, we had John Kasich, we had Rand Paul, Ted Cruz. Who all did we have? I mean, we had 19, right? So when it was primary time, like right now, Republicans were all in the, I like this candidate, I like that candidate, I like Marco Rubio, I like Lindsey Graham. Now, the number one contender that this guy had in the last field of candidates was Ted Cruz. Okay? Now, Ted Cruz is going to campaign for him. Now, I'm going to say this. If you're out there and you are a Republican, a conservative Republican, we had a little problem last time in the primary. You know it. Because what we used to have is watch parties. We would have watch parties in the primary, and there would be 15 or 20 of us get together. But in the areas I would go to locally, Republican parties locally, we had the Ted Cruz group, okay? It was a little tough. We had the Ted Cruz group that could not be convinced that this guy from Manhattan, now I'm making news, this is the headlines. They could not be convinced that this man from Manhattan was going to be a conservative, was going to appoint conservative judges, was going to keep his word, and he was going to be a liberal Democrat once he was elected. I went to these meetings, all right? So you had the Trump people, you had the Cruz, then you had the Rubio. It started mushrooming out. And you know what? It was a little difficult through the primary. Then we as Republicans, and this is why the media, I'm exposing why they are doing everything they're doing. Trump's ahead on fundraising. Trump's ahead on support. Trump's ahead on grassroots. He's ahead on every single thing. That's why they want to lead you to believe that the pollster says everybody will beat Trump. Every state he will lose. They have done everything for about 10 straight days. Now, I know you're going to say, well, they've done everything for over 2 years. Yes, to get him out of office. But right now, the election and what's going on is they're working hard. Okay, they did not work this hard in 2016 because at this time, let's remember where we were at. At this time, nobody thought this guy could get elected. I did. Actually, I have proof. People will tell you, I did. But the media, they were making fun of it. Now he's elected and they got to stop him for the second, so they're ratcheting it up. About 10 straight days of pounding. Every time you turn around, everybody in America is excited about crusty, creepy, old 76-year-old, touchy-feely, corrupt Joe Biden and family and friends. It's not true. None of this is true. They know it. They're in a mess. You see, last time we went to the Republican convention. Remember, that's where Manafort ended up at Rikers Island. Holy mackerel. It's hard to believe we're talking about how crazy and how corrupt this media and how corrupt Obama's administration was in America. Anyhow, so remember, we went to the Republican convention. And they were still going to pull a coup in the convention, and they were going to, delegates were going to switch, and they were not going to vote. They made up everything to try to tear everything down. After the convention, the Republican convention, which they called a very dark convention, right? They went after the convention. Then after that, they ran story after story. Republicans are not coming together. Will they really come together? Then we had our never Trumpers. What was that guy out there in Utah? what was his name? Goofy guy that ran as an independent or whatever. So we had our never Trumpers all over the place. Eric Erickson being one. I do not like Eric Erickson. I do not believe any Republican Party in the United States of America should ever invite Eric Erickson to speak. He did not vote for my president. He did not support my president. He disinvited my president to his little group gathering because he didn't think he morally accepted him. Eric Erickson. Anyhow, I'm sorry. Let me get back to this. So let me say, remember we came out of that convention and they did everything to separate Republicans. We didn't know until election night. We know now. Let me tell you what we know. We know that this man has the highest, our president has the highest support among Republicans in modern day history. I mean, I don't know the number, but there's not been a Republican president, one, that is going into a re-election campaign like with the support of his party like this one. That's number one. Number two, tomorrow night, I'm going to a watch party. I am. It's going to be about 100 people all over social media. Watch parties are everywhere to watch our president announce he's running for president of the United States. All over. Guess what? Let me tell you what will not be happening at that watch party. There will be no other candidates to separate us. We will not be 100 people talking about what candidate we support. That's different. We are all 100 people in the room. The one I'm going to will probably have about 100. We will all 100 people in the room. Nobody will be divided. Nobody will be talking about another candidate. We will walk out of there together singing Kumbaya, baby. Let's go, Donald Trump. That's another big difference. We will go into the convention unified, ready to party down for 4 days and not worry if the delegates are going to cast their vote at the Electoral College. All of that's disappeared. The media, their nerves are shot. Because we are leading in fundraising, we're leading in the polls that they don't want to tell you, we're leading in support. Everything is out there. The Trump. Now, they tell you, I'll give you one more thing because I love it. They are messed up. Because let me tell you what the media and the corrupt Democrats know. This guy raises his hand and takes an oath to this country for another 4 years. They are in big trouble. They are big trouble. They know it. This guy's going to unleash fury on them like they have never seen. We are going to get to the bottom of what happened trying to take out our President of the United States. Forget Donald J. Trump. I'll talk about that later. So they know we're ready to go, and they can't take it. Their nerves are shot. How do you look at a camera if you're in the media anywhere and say, today a crusty 76-year-old white guy with liver spots all over his head and implanted hair and teeth he has to put in a jar, that black Americans can't wait to go vote for him. Everybody's excited about this creepy, corrupt Joe Biden. Trump, I'm ready for the watch party, baby. Bring it on. Tomorrow night, our President of the United States will announce he's running for President of the United States, and their heads are popping and exploding. Let's take a break. We'll come right back.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Better days ahead.
It's always Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. And with our maximum discount guarantee, nobody else comes close. Now save up to $11,000 off Silverado crew cabs, or choose 0% financing for 72 months, or save up to $7,000 off Colorado crew cabs. The new truck selection is huge, and the discounts are unbeatable at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where it's always Truck Month.
Better days ahead. Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ella, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
You know, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show, 9:19 in the morning, 71 degrees here in LJ, Georgia. Put up all the ways they could check us out. You know, Friday, I had to double check, and I am very serious about this. No joke. I had to double check 4 or 5 times to make sure this actually happened last Friday. Today is Monday. Because to me, I think this is major news. I think this is actually news. I really do. I think everything Stephanopoulos, ABC, all that, I think that's all junk, total junk manipulation. The actual news took place last Friday with the President of the United States discussing health care. Now, something I want to stay clear about, this is a new segment. I hope you hit a new record on this, Josh. Did you? All right, just double check it. All right, so remember back in April, May, June, remember? On this show, I said to you, the President of the United States just took health care away from the Democrats. I said that on the show. He has taken health care. Remember when he said back in April that Republicans were going to have a bold new plan for election season. And remember all the Republicans that cringed? No, don't go out and say health care. That got our asses kicked in 2018. No, it didn't. No, that's not what got your asses kicked. Paul Ryan and the lies you told about health care, not solutions. See, Democrats are the party of no solutions, none whatsoever. No solutions whatsoever with Democrats. Republicans, American people, look for solutions, and they didn't deliver. That's why you got your ass handed to you in 2018. Excuse me for continuing to say that. But remember back in April, I told you, hey, Trump just took health care away. Trump just gave the Republicans the health care issue that if they handle it properly, they can run on it for 2020 and Republicans will win, okay, the House of Representatives. What happened? April 15th. This is the New York Times, okay, New York Times opinion page, Trump's attacks on health care will backfire. Wow, it'll backfire. April, all right? Let's see, that's April 19th, it'll backfire. Okay, April 2nd, 2019, Washington Post, of all places, Trump just realized his mistake on health care, but it's too late. Democrats slam cruel Trump actions on health care. The best comments and conversation at Washington Post delivered every Friday. They all stressed out. Do you remember that? They all stressed out. The Republicans, Mitch McConnell, all of them. Josh, go to that video I sent, and let's go to the first section there. All right? This happened Friday, folks. Now, these are small business owners with the President of the United States. Yeah.
And to think that it's 17% in 1 year, that's a tremendous achievement. Thank you very much. And we're now working with Congress to pass legislation that ends surprise medical billing. And we're going to have another big announcement in 2 weeks, unrelated, but something that's going to have a profound effect on the things that we're talking about and have been talking about over the last 2.5 years. It's going to be something really incredible. That'll take place over the next 2 weeks. That'll be a very big announcement. Nobody knows what it is. It's going to be a big surprise, but it's going to be a very pleasant one. No American should be blindsided by bills for medical services they never agreed to in advance. We're promoting price transparency to force competition and drive down costs, and that's what's happening, and that's one of the reasons we're getting the drug prices stopping from those tremendous increases that have taken effect for so many years. For so many decades, they've been going only in one direction, up, and now we have them breaking even and going down. We're defending Medicare and Social Security for our great seniors. We're eliminated, and we have eliminated, Obamacare's deeply unpopular individual mandate penalty. And you know how bad that was. Think of it. You paid a tremendous amount of money for the privilege of paying so that you don't have to pay for bad insurance, okay? How bad does that get? That's got to be a first. Nobody's ever heard of that one. But we eliminated it. It's gone. So you're saving a lot of money, and it's a terrific thing. And we will always protect patients with pre-existing conditions, always. We're always going to protect the patients' pre-existing conditions. And today I'm pleased to announce another groundbreaking action. We are dramatically increasing the ability of Americans to access more affordable health insurance through options and through their employers. We're doing so by expanding health reimbursement arrangements, or HRAs as they are commonly known. HRAs will allow American workers to shop for the plan that's right for them and their family and have their employer cover the cost. And it's a reasonable cost, and people are going to be getting tremendous benefits. This will be possible because HRAs will now receive the same tax treatment that other employer-provided health plans have always enjoyed. There was a lot of restrictions, and it was impossible until now. This is something that its time has come. It's popular. It's really, really been a success. And I think this is going to be, for many people, this will be the way of the future. The previous administration imposed crushing fines and other penalties on HRAs to prevent employees from selecting the plan of their choice. It was impossible. With today's action, we are eliminating all of those restrictions, and thanks to the changes we're making, an estimated 11 million Americans will now choose their own plans with the help of the HRAs. This will increase the size. Thank you. is a very big deal. This will increase the size of individual market by at least 50%, improving choice, promoting competition, and lowering costs for the American people. HRAs provide another important option to help even more employers offer great health insurance, and the benefits to the American workers will be incredible. They will be especially useful for small employers. An estimated 90% of the businesses that will take advantage of HRAs have fewer than 20 employees. This announcement is a monumental victory for small businesses, for their workers, and previously uninsured Americans who will now have access to high-quality health plans of their choice. With us today is one of our nation's wonderful small business owners, Tony Kunkel from Maryland.
Okay, we're going to stop there. We're going to come back and hear some of these small business owners. Yes, that happened Friday. Yes, that is news. Yes, that is something they do not want you to know is out there. I had to look 3 or 4 times and say, this breaking news happened Friday? And all they could talk about is Trump taking info from a foreign government. Trump, on internal polls. Trump fired his pollster. Joe Biden's going to kick his keister in the... What? Because Trump is taking the health care issue away. It has him a nervous wreck. You love to shop online. Now let's go with a couple things that we just talked about here. The President of the United States, Americans out there, kitchen table issues. Remember? You remember that? Years ago, there was a commercial where somebody was opening their medical bill, and the mom and dad and the children were sitting around the table, and we're going to have to sell the house, and, we're going to have to, cultivate little Billy for, parts, because we don't have enough money to pay this health care bill. Why didn't the media run with that? Why didn't the media say President Donald J. Trump will end surprise medical billing, okay? No American should be blindsided by medical cost. Now, you out there love menus. And you like to know that the double Whopper says, look, you fat ass, this is how many calories is in the double Whopper. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. That was wrong. Let's move along. But yes, our government got into our menus. And we were okay with that. We were okay with McDonald's and Olive Garden and Burger King and Wendy's, you name it, every one. We were okay with the law saying how many calories. So when you roll up to the window, you are supposed to be able to see what the calorie count is on the meal you are ordering. But President Donald Trump says, you know what? You're going to have basically that same situation with medical care in this country. No American should be blindsided by medical cost. Period. That's breaking news. That's big. The President of the United States is going to put a stop to sticker shock when you get your bill when you come home from the hospital. I love it. No, nobody's talking about it. He said we are always going to protect patients with pre-existing conditions. Always. These are the things, the reason the media does not want you to hear this. Okay? HRAs. Now, I will tell you, we need to bring back health savings accounts. I won't go into that, but we need to bring that back. Okay? So what is an HRA? A health reimbursement arrangement. Okay? Sometimes called a health reimbursement account, and is IRS approved, employer funded, tax advantaged health benefit used to reimburse employees for out-of-pocket medical expenses and personal health insurance premiums. During the Obama administration, you see, if they would back this, it would help small business, and it would help small businesses in any way that they can be of help to their employees. Now the Democrats want to run around and yell, we are here for small business. I mean, the little man. No. During the Obama administration, they said no. They had crushing regulations on this right here. But this will benefit small businesses all across the United States with 20 or less employees. It is tax benefits. An employer will have tax benefits. You can shop online, okay? And you could actually get the best deal as an employee. And if your employer wants to help with that in any way whatsoever, after you make a deal, they get tax benefits. You see, this total healthcare discussion kills and ends the narrative of social medicine in this country, the total takeover. They don't want you to hear these positive solutions. Democrats have no solution. Here is a Democrat solution to anything. We will just take it all over and we'll tell you later what you're getting. That's what they want to do with your health care. Here's our solution. We'll just take it all over. No, Republicans, the President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump, gets up every single day to try to solve something. And they don't want you to know that because they have no solutions. The only thing they have is keeping power. And to keep power is to keep you dependent, period. Okay, let's go back and hear from a couple of those employers right there where we left off.
Tony Kunkel from Maryland, and I will say, Tom, you come up. Where is Tom? Are you up here someplace, Tom? I have not met Tom. Well, you're a handsome guy. Come on up here. Tom Kunkel, would you say a few words and let them know what's just happened to you, please? Thank you, Tom. Thank you.
First of all, I'd like to say happy birthday to the President. Thank you. A lot of people from my office are also wanted to say happy birthday. 3 years ago, I actually spoke to the U.S. Senate Small Business and Entrepreneurship Committee about reinstating the health reimbursement benefit program that had existed previously. This was after the Obama administration had made it illegal for our business to help employees with their health insurance costs. At the time, we had been helping our employees, some who had very serious medical conditions, including cancer. And after the Obama ruling, we had to stop all reimbursements, and which caused a great bit of hardship for our employees. Several of them I actually ended up losing because they had to leave us and go to other companies that offered a little better health benefits. So I want to thank the President and the administration for supporting this new measure and all of his pro-small business policies. We very much appreciate it in the small business community. So this new rule will really allow small businesses to offer a benefit to our employees that will help our employees with health care costs, provide more and better options for them and also for employers. So again, thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Also, we're joined right now, Andrea Burns, a small business owner from Pennsylvania. Please come up. Andrea, please.
Hello.
Thank you. Nice to
Happy
see you.
birthday.
Thank you
nice
very
to
much.
see you.
Have a good time.
Hello, my name is Andrea Burns, and I'm a director at Richard S. Burns & Company, a family-owned and operated construction waste, material recovery and processing facility in Philadelphia. We employ approximately 100 people. And right now, my brother and I, Alan, choose the health care plan for all of those employees. They don't have the opportunity to choose the provider, the coverage, or the premium. This plan, HRAs, would allow us to give them the opportunity to choose the plan that's best for them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for making it.
Thank you, darling. Use it well. Use it well, Andrea. You will. Thank you very much. It's going to be a great, there'll be a great difference I've repeatedly called on Congress to work with us to bring down the cost of health care and prescription drugs. It's all happening. It said more than 120 Democrats in Congress have signed up for the Bernie Sanders massive government takeover of health care. That's going to hurt a lot of people. It's going to hurt our country. Socialist health care would crush American workers with higher taxes, long wait times, and far worse care. Their plan would eliminate Medicare as we know it and terminate the private health insurance of 180 million Americans, and even more than that now. On my watch, we will never let that happen. We will never be a socialist country. We have to reject the socialist model that rations care, restricts access, slashes quality, and forces patients onto endless wait lists. Instead, we believe in freedom. We believe in choice. We believe in the highest standard of care in the world, anywhere in the world. And we believe that American families must always have the right and the power to choose the very best treatments, plans, doctors for themselves and for their loved ones. They need that freedom. They have to have that freedom. And that's exactly what today's action is all about. We're putting the people back in charge with more choice for better care at a far lower cost. And other people will not be paying for their health care. We won't be raising taxes. We won't be taxing you into oblivion. We won't be raising the tax rates to 90%. I've heard 90%. The only problem with that one, it doesn't come even close to taking care of the situation. So that means you have to go a lot higher than 90%. I don't think that's going to work too well in this country. We've lowered taxes. We want to keep them down. That's very important.
All right, folks, that happened Friday. That is the news, the actual news that they do not want you to hear. They do not want to hear that it was illegal under the Obama administration to help your employees find health care. All the Obama administration wanted to do was give you that tax penalty, for not buying health care. Just think what would have happened if you would have not penalized the young people in this country, that massive $1,500 a year penalty. You would have let them have that, give them a tax break for using it, and then allowing their employer to have a tax break to help with that insurance. Would there be more people insured in America today? But no, the Obama administration wanted to keep you down. They want to keep a brother down. They did not want you having any help from your employer to get health care, because what would that do? That would take the opportunity for the government to control it away. Yes, right? Okay, folks, that is the actual news. We're going to take a short break, go to the short break. We're going to come back, run through all the pictures of the morning we didn't get to so we can close, because we have I tell you what, Josh, you better end that, because I've got to get ready for, you got to get ready for the instant replay at 10:05, right around that area, on Team FYN Sports Live. So I only got 10 minutes, so I better not take another break. Josh, let's go to the, let's just do a rapid fire through some pictures that we were not able to put up yet this morning, some stories that we didn't get to do. So we'll run through that quickly. So let's get to, give me number 7. Number 7, Congress and Trump impeachment proceedings. Enough evidence to begin. This is a Wall Street Journal poll. 27%, that's up 10 from 5-1. Continue investigating, up 24. Should not hold impeachment hearings is down to 48%. That's even. Whoa, there's a scary poll, right? Let me grab another one. Number 12. Democrat voters. Democrat voters were polled. More important than 2020 nominee. Unites around shared beliefs, 74%. So they're paving the way while you want the crusty old white guy, Joe Biden. Fights extreme right-wing beliefs. That's me. Only 23 of you want to fight me, okay? I'm just saying, that's what it says, right? There you go. Let's go to a number 13. Okay, Democrat voters are polled. Provides steady, reliable leadership. Oh my God, that's got to be Joe, right? Has bold new agenda. God knows that's not Joe. 25%. Hey, how's this for laying out the case for why they want Joe Biden? Bold new agenda. Joe Biden still thinks it's amazing they put peanut butter and jelly in the same jar. He sits at home and says, wow, who ever thought of this? Number 15, Democrat voters polled. What's more important to you? Has high ethical standards, 52%. Well, we're glad that broke the 50% mark in the Democrat Party. Can defeat Donald Trump, 45. I don't give a damn what kind of crook he is. I don't care how corrupt Joe Biden is. I do not care how much money that the Chinese and the Ukrainians and one after another, I don't care what they funneled into his account, just as long as he can beat Trump. Whoa. Here's one I like, okay? I love this. Now, you know, this is going to be a little racial. People are not going to like it, but your host is not going to care. Number 16, Trump administration strips India of special trade status. You can't dump your steel. You can't dump aluminum anymore. So the White House said that it would terminate India's preferential market access to the United States as of June 5th. This was on May 31st. Okay, what did India do? Number 17, India imposed retaliatory tariffs on 28 U.S. products. Includes fees on apples, walnuts, and almonds. Here's what I think Trump should do with India's retaliatory tariffs on our products. I think he should put a tariff on their motels and convenience stores. Okay? Sorry, didn't like that? But all the Indian-owned motels and convenience stores, boom! Here's your tariff. I just said it. Now, look, this is the one I like. I didn't say this, he did. Number 18, in an interview with Axios, okay, Gomer Pyle, Pete Buttigieg, mayor of South Bend, Indiana, says he probably wouldn't be the first gay president. Whoa! Holy man. So he's saying if he's elected, he probably wouldn't be the first gay president. Who would it be then? Michelle Obama? Or Barack Obama? I don't know. You look at the internet. Don't attack me. I didn't say it. You see it right here. He said it. A lot of talk about, Obama, enjoying playing basketball at different courts. I know. That was wrong, right? Sorry. Get over it. Okay? Here's the one I love. All right? First of all, let's go to number 22. This is Hong Kong. Millions in the street. Hong Kong, the UK had a 100-year lease, 99-year lease. The UK had like a 99-year lease of Hong Kong. It actually belongs to China. When the 99 years ran out, supposedly the agreement with China is that China will leave Hong Kong the way it is for 50 years. Millions in there. You want to talk about a big deal? Right there. Keep an eye on it, because China currently is starting to say, you know what, folks? The hell with your freedom. We own the place. Watch what happens in Hong Kong. Keep an eye. Keep an eye. Here's one I like. I'll get to it in a minute. Number 26. Number 26, Iran plans to stop complying with nuclear deal. Oh, really? We're shocked. You've never complied. The world is lying for you. The world is lying for you, Iran. What you're upset about is Trump pulled out of the deal. A phony, no good deal. Worst deal ever made. You've never complied to the deal. Obama dropped you what? $1.6 billion in cash on a pallet at an airport? I don't know. What do you think? Should we send you billions? Is that what we should do? Should we kiss your ass? Because you know over 25% of our kids that were killed in Iraq are from Iranians. Oh, let me run that by you again. Go look up the number of our kids killed in Iraq and our blood on that sand and see if Iran is responsible for over 25%. Iran, kiss my American living ass. You got it? I'm sorry. I am so sorry, but you killed our kids. You did never complied with the nuclear deal, okay? And now you're saying because we won't drop money and President Trump has put the squeeze on that you're going to hit the tankers and you may pull out? All right, let's go. Oh, I love this one. Number 28. This will be the end off for me, Josh. Yeah, I got two pictures. The Dems to face questions from low-income Americans. What the hell? They have no solutions. They have no solutions. What are low-income Americans going to ask Democrats? What is your solution to get our asses out of the ghetto? What is your solution to get 150 low-income Americans? Where are they going to ask these questions? In the tent cities in California? Really? 159,000 predicted by the end of the year homeless in California? LA County up 16%. LA downtown, the city, homeless up 12%. 59,000 homeless. Is that where they're going to go get the questions from? The low-income Americans out there in tents? What are they going to do? Tell them that, hey, we're going to give you $15 an hour minimum wage, and everybody's going to cheer? Bull. This is hilarious. No, here's what they're going to do. They're going to say, hey, we'll keep you dependent. Period. Number 31, here's another one. They're all rushing. Dems to face questions from low-income Americans. That is friggin' hilarious. That is one of the funniest things I've ever seen is that caption right there. I probably should take off. It's 9:50. Get ready in about 15 minutes. Go over to Team FYN Sports Facebook page. Facebook Live. Instant replay right there. Got it? I love that. Ready? I'm out. Lauren Hunter's up next.